returning to the roots, the path of Kinzambi kia Kongo. Yenga kieno batata yebayaya mu nzila Kongo. In Kongo thought, man by his nature is superior to all creatures. He is the most respectable, the most powerful, and the most intelligent. He has the power to dominate and command all creation. On Earth, man began to demonstrate his power. He forced the earth to give him food and the plants to give him remedies. He invented, imagined techniques to cut down trees and defeat ferocious animals. He made a canoe to conquer the waters. He rubbed stones to provide him with fire. They caught animals to have clothes. He tamed nature in order to stop the rain or make the rain fall. Although the scope of man's power was extensive, he knew that his power, his degree of knowledge was limited, cut off by other superior forces. The Bene Kongo knew that above all creation, man dominates, and above man, God dominates. He is the only one who knows what man has not been able to understand. Thus the power of man ends before God. Only he can neutralize the power and might of man. God is superior. Before him, everything is humbled in all its majesty. Several names were attributed to him. Nempungu, Nelesa, Tatanzambia, Mpungu Tulendo, Nemwanda Mpungu, =, powerful spirit. Nekongo Kalunga, Nekongo Ka, Tatanzambia Kongo, Nemwanda Kongo, =, universal cosmic spirit. Nembumba, Nemuhangi, Nensemi, Tatanzambia Mbumba, Nemwanda Mbumba, Nemwanda Nsemi, =, creative spirit. Oma Kongo, Ama Kongo, Akongo, Mfumu Nzambieto Akongo said, our ancestors. This is why we advocate the return of the primordial religion of our ancestors called Kinzambi kia Kongo. Today, Africa is full of people who work day and night to incite the Negro Africans to go and worship foreign gods, gods that our ancestors did not worship. Thus, these people work to push the Negro Africans away from the path of African cultural specificity. There are many in Black Africa, those who work day and night to incite the Negro Africans to abandon their languages, their skin, their natural hair, their community spirit, and to adopt foreign languages, ambified skin, imported hair, and ideologies not in conformity with the soul of the Negro African people. This is all that I call the sabotage of our own African personality. The different tribes of a planet are like distinct plants destined to produce a variety of flowers, different from each other, but complementary in their way of expressing divine beauty. For this, each tribe must continue to develop in accordance with the plan that the supervising genius of that tribe holds. See how the diversity of flowers in nature is a source of beauty and joy. This natural beauty is fully expressed only when each species of nature has blossomed in accordance with its own genius. What would become of the world if all the plants in our forests all became palm trees? And if all metals all became lead? Disaster enters nature from the moment that the plant destined to produce pink flowers seeks to stifle the expression of its own nature in order to begin to imitate that of the plant with white flowers. A creature that refuses to express itself in accordance with its genius by beginning to blindly imitate the genius of others creates a conflict between the expression of its own genius and that of borrowing. He becomes the battlefield of an inner conflict that makes him a hybrid product, incapable of fully expressing either his own nature or that of borrowing, thus becoming a mediocre being rejected on both sides, and that the Kongo sages call Mpuku Mununi. The same truth that the god Mbumba intends for the peoples of the earth is first received by the angel of each people, who colors this unique truth with the particular note that his people are responsible for expressing. After that, this angel chooses someone in this people to whom he entrusts this revelation and gives him the necessary faculties and the mission to ink this truth in the conscience of the nation. This man becomes a Natumua who will have to answer to the angel of the nation, which national angel will answer to the conclave of angels of the continent, of the planet, etc. This is how, since the most ancient times, the unique truth coming from the great god Kongo Kalunga, a Congo, has descended on this earth, generating different cultures, diverse religions adapted to the genius of each people, in accordance with the mission of this people. This is how the Congo initiatory tradition, the Buddhist religion, the Muslim religion, the Jewish religion with its paralyzed child was born, so-called Christian religion. The angel of a nation is the great supervisor of the affairs of that nation. This superior spirit knows the origin, the past, the present, and the future of his people, and can reveal it to his Ntumua in that nation. This is why it is impossible to make the history of a people who are attached to the God of their ancestors disappear. The angel of the people of Israel said to Moses, "When you are dead, behind you, the children of Israel will rise up to follow foreign gods. At that time, my anger will be kindled against them. I will abandon them and hide my face from them. They will thus sink into great difficulties, but I will let them suffer because of the foreign gods that they will begin to follow." Deuteronomy 31:16, 18. This verse clearly states that the angel of a given people does not like his people to abandon the cultural model he gave them to follow the one that another angel gave to his people. Leaving the circle of the cultural genius of others and entering our own cultural genius. This is what we call in Zaire the recourse to authenticity, of which Bukongo is the soul of authenticity. Authenticity does not mean self-limitation, because Bukongo encourages man to be himself first, to know and live his own culture first, before seeking to know the culture of others. Bukongo encourages man to live his culture while also recognizing the right of others to live their own. Culture. Bukongo advocates unity and diversity and complementarity. Thus, Bukongo is love, freedom, balance, and harmony that engender the manifestation of divine beauty in the universe. Who says Bukongo says fair relations between men and the different creatures of the great Congo Diambumba equal sign the universe? This is why I say that Bukongo equals reality and simplification. Yes, Bukongo equals radiation and harmonization to the vibration of the cosmos, of the great Congo Diambumba, equal sign the universe. Thus, to put an end to Jean Renkin's program, which is still relevant in the Christian colonial churches, only the angel charged by God the Creator to guide your nation is authorized to give you the true initiation. Without his permission, you will be able to travel the whole world. You will only overload your head with misinterpreted Bible verses and vocabularies of non-African languages that will be of no use. Put an end to this useless walk, O worthy son of Africa. 1 degree. Put an end to the worship of foreign gods. 2 degrees. In all your prayers, call God by the name he gave to your ancestors. 3 degrees. Worship this God in the name of the prophets he sent to your tribe, and not to a non-African tribe. 4 degrees. Worship this God using the language he gave to your ancestors. 5 degrees. Teach your children the history of your tribe, of your clan, because it contains a lot of information on the relationship that existed in the past between God and your tribe, because the past prepares the present, which is preparing the future. 6 degrees. Respect any sexual or dietary prohibitions that God gave to your ancestors, even if it seems strange and inexplicable to you. 7 degrees. Seek to discover the current will of God for your tribe and start working so that it can be accomplished. 8 degrees. Seek to discover in your tribe, and in Africa in general, those who work for the cause of the ancestors and do everything to collaborate with them, supporting them mentally, orally, materially, spiritually, and financially. 9 degrees. Cultivate a very intense desire to contact your ancestors and to be faithful to their cause. 10 degrees. Stop the misuse of witchcraft and the forces of nature to harm your brothers in race. 11. Get rid of the individualism that sacrifices the interest of the greatest number for your own interests, because the angel of the nation wants the prosperity of everyone in the nation. 12. Think often of your ancestors and get into the habit of going to lay a wreath of flowers at their cemetery. 13. Cultivate a great purity of thoughts and intentions. 14. Spread every fragment of the history of your tribe that comes to you, because it is by giving that one can receive. 15. Gather together to form a core of worship of the God of your ancestors. Keep a very great purity of this core of worship, so that it can become a magnetic center that will begin to attract the other information you need. 16 degrees. Visit some of the holy places of your country in a state of great purity and firm determination to serve the cause of the ancestors. 17 degrees. Be ready to pay with courage the compensatory indemnities that will lead to the reopening of the channel of communication between the intuitives of your tribe and the God of your ancestors. 18 degrees, 19 degrees. It will be open to him who knocks, and he who seeks will find. Ah,